Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a special one right behind me, a 59 Corvette. We're gonna be doing the full interior, painting the dash, kind of putting a new twist, kind of restomod interior in there, leather, custom stitching, paint the dash, everything, make it all brand new. So I want you guys to stay tuned for this one.
You can't get more grown up than learning to drive the most sophisticated vehicle ever produced, 1962 Corvette Stingray, 0 to 60 in 5.9 seconds with a top speed of 140 miles per hour. A true American beauty.
All right, so here's a 59 Corvette. Has a nice paint job on it. Everything's really nice. He's gonna switch out the wheels. Gonna do some other upgrades, but the interior needs some love. We're gonna be doing it black leather. This is all vinyl, new updated carpet. We're gonna be painting the trims inside the vehicle to color match, different steering wheel, custom door panels, stereo upgrade. So we're gonna be doing a lot of interior on this. It's gonna definitely take it to another level of a resto mod. I'm really excited to show you guys the progress on this. So we're gonna start removing all the seats, carpet, dash components, so we can get everything off and get that wrapped or painted as we need to. Then we can start working on the carpet and all the other items. So without further ado, we're going to start removing these seats and get them out of the vehicle. All right guys, here's a little update on the Corvette interior we're doing. We had to remove the windshield out. We already took it out, put it back in. Sam's having a great time. He says it's like the easiest car that he can ever work on, because he can just stick his little lady
shit.
His little lady hands in.
You're full of shit.
Well, we ended up already putting the dash. One already wrapped the dash. We ended up wrapping it all in leather with blue stitching. We filled up the speaker hole original that was there. Went ahead, already put the mirror on. What we have to do, obviously, to take the windshield out, we have to get some bolts that go through the bottom of this. So that's what Sam's working on, getting everything all situated. We went ahead also and painted all this in here too as well, to kind of color match. It used to be black, if you remember, so now it's been color matched and painted. We already started laying down the lovely carpet, as you can see. We went ahead and also put all Dynamat underneath, so it's all Dynamated, sound deadening, everything put on there. So also we're going to be switching out this steering wheel, which is like the original, you know, big old steering wheel. We're going to be a reproduction that's smaller and also leather wrapping it. So I'll show you guys that in a bit. Here's other components. Remember, this is all the dash components that was taken off. It has digital decoder we're putting in, so it has all the gauges in there, but you can see the color in the sun, how nice that looks, all refinished and painted. And we also have the other piece that goes on top of the cluster, all painted nice. And as you remember, there's a couple pieces that are here that we're going to be putting in new that go into right in there. It says the Corvette, it's all refinished. What we're going to do is give you guys an update on the seats. Here is a little update on the interior. This is the original, you know, material and original kind of pattern that it had. I think it might have been like a repop that they put on here. But what we're doing is this right here. It's not mounted yet, it's still like, it's just sewn together. But we went ahead and did some French stitching here with the blue kind of to match the car. Did a diamond stitch, really nice, double diamond stitch if you can see. And I went ahead and embroidered the 59 Corvette emblem onto the leather. So you can see it's a lot nicer comparison to that, you know, with the lines there. So this is gonna give it more of a resto mod interior look, which is going to look really nice, and it's all leather. So Juan is going to finish up sewing the bottom half of this, and then once we get them mounted, then we can progress to put them on the car. But dude, this interior is looking awesome, man. I want you guys to comment on the bottom link below. Tell me what you guys think of the interior, you know, what other things we can do to it to make it pop, you know, make that old school, you know, kind of bring it into the new school, you know what I mean, like kind of like a resto mod. So all right, so I decided to bring the other bottom seat out here so you guys can see as well how everything kind of matches up. and it's looking really good. Obviously it's not installed yet all the way, but we like to kind of mock up everything, make sure everything's fitting correctly, add the foam and everything we need, and then we go ahead and mount it. But just so we can see how everything's looking, show you guys the progression of that. You can see like the double stitch there, and it's looking good. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off mounting everything, the foam, and then I'll get you guys back in the interior so you guys can see the progress on that. All right, here's the bottom getting mounted. We're making sure everything's smooth. I think we're gonna add a little bit more foam here to kind of get this to be pronounced a little bit more. But we're gonna start finishing mounting all the seats, get them together. On the Corvette, we get them down to pretty much bare bones and springs, and then we go ahead and cover them with a special material that goes underneath on the springs. Then from there we do our foam, and then from there we can start putting the new cover on that everything gets hog ringed around. So this is kind of what you, on a classic car, this is what you get. Obviously all the new cars are just all foam, but the classic cars have their own structure and their springs and everything that goes along that. We make sure everything's good to go before we put the new upholstery on. Alright, these are the Corvette seats. We went ahead and sanded the seats. Obviously they've seen their better days, but we went ahead and sanded them and got them ready, and we're gonna get them into paint. Alright, Juanita, what are you doing right here?
Estoy poniendo los cables para las fechas para que quede sumido.
So translation in that is basically what we're doing is, in order to kind of get the design that we're accomplishing by have it be like a nice tight bucket feel, is he is pulling, is basically like the material, it's like a metal rod that goes on the upholstery, so that's where we secure the cover to. So what he's doing, he's pulling it through the frame, and through the back here is he's tying it so it can be tighter, so when we install the cover everything fits, kind of gives it more of a contour versus just being flat. So this is getting pulled down into it so that once we put the cover on it, it sinks in and gives it a more of a 3D feel. Is that right, Juan?
Okay, right.
All right, guys, so it's D-Day on the Corvette. We're finishing up putting all the interior in, which we got the seats, got the door panels, kick panels, stereo we already installed. So this is a little sneak peek of the seat already installed on the frame. We painted the frames to make sure everything's mocked up. Right now Sam took everything apart, because the way this goes is you have to install the frame first, then install the seat on the car. So we already painted it, got it all in. So all right, here's a little glimpse of the kick panels. Originally this panel was like all like a plastic or maybe like a sheet metal that was painted to match, but these are new upgraded ones that kind of have the same aluminum trim that matches the door panels, and also have a built-in speaker we can mount in there to get some better tunes. Door panels itself, so you can see how we wrapped everything all together and put the same aluminum trim, all the new chrome emblems, little blue stitching there. That's just gonna tie everything together. So once we finish up, we can get these on the car and keep going. Also, what we already did here, I got the door panels all installed, got all the new hardware that goes with it, all the chrome hardware that looks good. The armrest, we're going to be modifying the armrest too, so right now we're not putting that on for now. There's going to be an armrest that goes on here. We went ahead and put on the kick panels, got everything put on, the stereo, and we added, this wasn't here before, this used to be like just open. We went ahead and put 6x9 speakers there, and then we got the speakers up front here. New stereo system, we painted, as you remember, all the dash parts, the whole dash, we put all that back together, fixed the button here for release. Also, what we ended up doing is changing the steering wheel. So the steering wheel that it had before was this big old truck monster steering wheel, but it was riveted on like factory. So what we had to do is drill out the rivets and install the new one that's a lot smaller, a lot nicer, and we did a leather wrap stitching on it. Blue stitching on there, you can see the leather wrap. We got that installed. Remember all the pieces that we painted? They're all installed on the dash, digital Dakota, leather dash. So Installed this door panel too as well. It's looking good. All leather. Kick panel with the speakers. So everything we dynamatted, everything inside, and we're ready to put these seats on. So let's do it. Trouble finding the hole there, buddy?
Yep.
Huh? Gotta lube it up.
Nothing unusual.
Nothing unusual.
Yeah, I brought their 5 holders. they wore all 3 of them out and they made 2 themselves, and you gotta find those 2 themselves, you know?
Jesus. We're starting off Monday with a nice, you know, Sam's actually in a good mood today, which I love.
Oh, a boot. Where's the boot?
Good. Let's get that boot in. All right guys, so we got everything installed on the car now. Got all the seats mounted, looking good. Seat belts, both seats. New steering wheel, digital Dakota dash. We painted all the dash color matched. We curved up the speaker hole that was on top there. Installed a new Corvette bezel, all leather. Did the kick panels with custom speakers on the center console. We got new door panels installed, all nice. And interior, so everything's all leather, like Napa leather, real nice with the blue stitching, diamond stitch. New carpet throughout, and this car is ready to go. So just have to give it a quick wash and should be ready to go, get it turned into the customer. But alright guys, so we got this 1960 Chevy Corvette all wrapped up. Did all the new seats, leather, embroidered seats, console, shift boot, door panels, stereo system, dash. We had to take the windshield out, paint off the dash and everything, just so that everything color matched, and brought it back to like a resto mod interior, which what the customer wanted. So everything looks great. Time to turn it into the customer. So happy you guys got to watch this video with me and get this put together. So comment on the section below, tell me what you guys think. Hit the like button, notification to get all the new videos that come out here for SOS Customz. And thank you guys for your support. Here at SOS Customz, we got you covered. Peace.